loosen up our laws on immigration, because a lot of different countries, there's a lot of push factors that are making people come into America illegally that we should look at. And America was built off immigrants, so we should look at that. But I think illegal immigration is definitely a problem, but it's more on our end.
For a long time, I didn't tell anybody, so I was just pretty normal. Then when I turned 16, I got my DACA, which is just a work permit. I got a driver's license and a social security number. So I began to advocate for undocumented immigrants, such as my parents, more. And then most recently, when I got to college, I met a lot of people that hadn't been exposed to undocumented immigrants or people that weren't like them at all.
Yeah.
And especially with the election that just happened, I think people have a different perception of who I am or who my people are, and I guess I just work really hard to let people know that I'm just a normal person and I love this country as much as anybody else, and like I'm not a criminal, my parents aren't drug lords, I'm a normal person. I consider myself an American still.
I think they become more diversified, definitely. It's just we get more people from different countries around the world, different walks of life, and it just it really lets kids experience more diversity instead of just being around one type or one group of kids all their life. They have more different types of people they can hang out with.
I think it impacts academic achievement a lot. If you look at brain drain, America is taking the best doctors and lawyers and stuff from different countries, so it's helping us out, but it's taken away from other countries, so it's definitely helping us out.
So I got to the U.S. when I was 2, so I didn't know how to speak English or Spanish yet. When I started grade school, I had to learn English and Spanish at the same time because my parents didn't know English and my teachers and his classmates didn't know Spanish. So it was harder because as a kid, I didn't know how to differentiate between the two. So at school, I would speak Spanglish, and my classmates would make fun of me because I said I spoke like an alien. They didn't understand me, and my parents had trouble understanding me because I spoke in English and Spanish to them too. Obviously, when I got older and learned how to tell the difference, it was easier. I now speak fluently English and Spanish, and I don't have as thick of an accent as other people. Other than that, now that I have DACA, I can work legally. I drive a car legally. Everything is in my name. I pay taxes like everybody else does, but I don't get federal benefits. So it means when I applied for college, I didn't get apply for FAFSA. I don't have Medicare. I don't have health insurance. About what would happen if all of the farmers in California just stopped working, because the majority of them are undocumented. What would happen if the teachers who had DACA, like I do, stopped teaching? There's doctors who have DACA. There's lots of people, and not everybody is vocal about the fact that they're undocumented, but because it is scary and you never know what can happen. I don't know if I'll get my DACA renewed this year or not, and if I don't get it renewed, then I would be in just as much danger as my mom is.